What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his tent. Makes a move. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Morton. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, running back on the move. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Thomas. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing into wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And now move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
No gain on the play. Now, a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Drag down the down and move the sticks for a first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Angulo. And he's brought down after a nice game. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over Louisville. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The lone back's got it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on second down. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. He's got it. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
With the run on first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spends so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I've lost count. I don't know. That's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious. That's at least 3 that I can remember, so he's having a heck of a day.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Make sure that one fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That pass is incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Morton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to test the right side with this one. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The give to the single back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. There he goes! And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And That's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Sooners are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Morton. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
On the play. First down for the offense.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
LSU 24, Oklahoma 14.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Tootin. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The short hands, it's Angulo. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The give to the tailback. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jocelyn. Well, look what we have here, guys, after all the early season.